All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CAGcast episode number 786. I'm your host, Cheapy, here in Long Island, New York. And as always, we're joined by a man who's thankfully not laying anyone off tonight, Wombat.
Not tonight, but Chip. Just be, might be done. just.
You're on notice.
Just saying.
I got it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Be prepared.
You're on probation.
Double secret.
I have a friend who once, I swear to God this happened, he came to us like as his roommates and he was like, I'm going to go into work tomorrow and I'm going to ask for a promotion. I'm just going to go in. Like, I really feel like I deserve a promotion. Just going to go into my manager's office, tell them why I want a promotion. And he did that. And the manager was like, not only are we not giving you a promotion, we're putting you on probation because your performance has not been up to par. So, yeah.
So
he read the room properly there.
That's this guy's MO. Anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. We read the room properly here. We never misspeak or say things out of turn.
Everything we do is perfect.
Yep.
Always.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What's been going on? Did you do anything interesting for winter break? I know your kids
Not
were
really.
off.
I know. I was off all last week. I didn't go anywhere, if that's what you're asking.
That is what I'm asking.
Yeah. No, we just kind of hung around. My kids were very busy. They are at that time in their lives where they make lots of plans with lots of friends. And
really, I didn't have that part of my life.
No, I didn't either, but they did. And I drove them around and took them places. And we went to the mall a couple of times, which was kind of fun because they needed clothing because they grow. Yeah. It's a good time. It was relaxing. That's all I got.
They were good for clothes, the mall?
Yeah, they like, do they have, my son likes the goat clothing. Is that a thing outside of, are you familiar with the goat clothing, GB?
Well, I know they have a shop at Roosevelt Field. That's how I know about it. Because I go there a lot.
Yeah.
Not the goat clothing store, the mall.
Yeah. The goat clothing is very popular with the middle school boys. So we got some goat clothes.
I am not. No. So I'm not up on their trends.
Well,
you're not popular with the middle school boys?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I hope not.
I mean, they don't even know who I am. I'm going to say you might be, but yeah.
I could be if I wanted to be. I'm pretty sure.
And how was your winter break? Because yours, I know, was more exciting than mine. Mine was kind of just a thing I did.
Ours was pretty good. We went to Atlantis in the Bahamas. Not
the sunken city.
Correct.
Of myth. No.
Not Aquaman's kingdom.
Okay.
But the resort for New Yorkers in the Bahamas. Which was really nice. I feel like that's a place that Shipwreck would want to go to because I know he likes amusement parks and they have a water park.
Isn't like a lot of water slides?
It's a whole resort. It's like a water park. It's part of the resort, and it's all Atlantis themed. So the buildings look like they might be.
Is it all inclusive?
It is not.
Okay.
It's the opposite of that. It's extremely uninclusive. Exclusive. It's not really, but Mrs. Cheapy got a decent deal on it. That's why she booked it. Nice. But it was good. The problem was it was like 72 degrees and windy like the whole time we were there. We haven't caught a break with weather on any of our trips, but it was really nice. The food was really good, even for especially good for like amusement park food, water park food. Like everything's freshly made there. Like you get a hamburger.
Water park food is certainly a cuisine.
Yeah.
This was really good. In terms
usually
of that cuisine,
soggy hot dogs.
It wasn't not. It was not that. It's not that.
Not wet soggy hot
dogs.
Nope,
freshly made, prepared. Not like sitting in foil under a heat lamp for an hour. Like really, but you pay for that. You might have sticker shock coming from Ohio. New Yorkers, I feel, are used to those high prices. Right. Yeah.
Not us in Ohio.
No,
everything is free here.
Well, people, Mrs. Cheapy reads all the reviews of all these places, and she said like most of the complaints were people were in shock over like the food prices, and everything's in American dollars, so you don't have to. There's no like math problems. You just see it like. But
this is why I always go all inclusive.
Well,
Cause
now
you probably wind up paying the same amount. I'm not saying it's cheaper.
it's not about paying the same amount or paying less. It's about, just having like good quality food. You don't have to eat the most. You don't have to eat all the food. You don't have to
I didn't say eat the most. I just said it's because I don't like the bill. I don't like seeing it when I'm on vacation. Like I don't mind the pricing. It's so as much as it is when I'm sitting at the pool.
I understand what you're saying.
I don't want a bill. I don't want to see a bill.
Okay, what about this? Okay, what if you could buy food credits ahead of time for a 15% discount up to any amount that you want, and then every time you buy something, you're just charging it to the room, and it's going against that credit that you've pre-bought and got 15% off on.
That might be better. Yes. Or you just do all inclusive and you don't have to think about it.
Right.
But it still requires thought.
Right. No, it does require thought, but you're on vacation. You don't have to think so much. Like, you went to that fancy spot.
All inclusive.
Wombat likes the resorts that come with a battle pass.
Yes. That is basically
he's eating cabbages in the passenger seat of the taxis while he's
just all inclusive with the battle pass.
Yep.
This didn't have any battle pass. It did have microtransactions though. Like if you want to swim with the dolphins, that's like an extra $300.
Did you?
I made the mistake of showing my kids like Tokyo Disneyland. They put out a new video about the new lands that are opening up. Fantasy Springs or something like that is the new area.
Okay.
And so
I'll take your word for it.
I mistakenly, not mistakenly, but I showed it to my kids.
Right.
And it's like Tokyo Disneyland is just ridiculous as far as like the theming that they have. And so they have all new areas they've got like a whole Peter Pan area that has like the ship and the skull and like Tinkerbell land. And then they have like a new Rapunzel land that's more than just restrooms.
Right.
Because all we have here for Rapunzel and Tangled is a restroom that's themed like her tower.
Okay.
And so they've got like a whole ride, and you can eat in the bar, right? That's in the movie, and then they also added Frozen, like Arendelle, and everything. And it's all just like it looks just like so much money. Like you just look at it and you go like,
yes,
wow, the amount of money spent to create these lands. Like they created a whole mountain that has like the ice castle on the side of the mountain.
Right. That's because there's money at the base of that mountain that just keeps coming in and coming in. They make so much money at those Disney places. In fact, Mrs. Cheapy said that Atlantis reminded her of Disney Sea. That park. Not as nice, obviously. Not as big.
Yeah,
nothing on a much, 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 much smaller scale. But yeah, so we did that for a couple of days, and then we came back here. It was good.
Nice. We don't have winter break. It's not a thing.
Right. You need it.
In Ohio. Well, no, it just means we get out and have more summer than
too hot. Who's going to keep these resorts in business if there's no winter breaks? Come on, the Bohemians are relying on us. Bahamians?
Bahamians.
Bahamians?
Bahamen.
Biavians.
They
let the dogs out.
Or the Bahamen. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. One funny thing was in the airport on the way heading out, sitting at the table, we're eating sandwiches before we get on the plane, and a guy comes over and he goes, David Abrams, right? And I was like, yeah. He's like, I don't know if you remember me or not, but we worked together at this real estate company like a long time ago, like over 20 years ago. He's like, it's me. And I didn't recognize him at fucking all. He's like, do you remember me? I'm like, I don't. I'm sorry. Like, I'm embarrassed.
It is you.
But I don't. I'm like, who are you? And he's like, no, it's me, Seth. And I was like, fucking Seth. Like Seth sat behind me in the bullpen.
Well, you weren't looking at him. That's why I didn't recognize him.
It was so long ago, like 25 years ago, he was like a skinny, scrawny kid. And now he's a man with children or child. Anyway, so it was just wild that I didn't even have hair. I mean, I had hair back then and he still recognized me. And I was like, how did you recognize me? I look, old and I don't have hair now. And he said, "As your voice." because we just would make sales calls all day long and just be constantly bombing out on the phones. And we would, we're in a bullpen. There's no walls. You just hear each other fucking crashing and burning all day long. So he recognized my voice, and it was nice. It was fun. That's all.
Cool. Good story.
Yep. It was cool.
So you told me to save this for the show, so I'm saving it for the show. Cheapy, would you like to walk, really mostly walk, a 5K with me in April?
Oh, wait, we're walking it now?
Well, I'm not running. I can't run for a 5K, but I could do my best.
Oh, well, walking one is not that interesting.
Wait, like how? I feel like you've both been in enough Orange Theory classes at this point.
No, Wombat hasn't.
A 5K.
Wombat hasn't. As someone who's remembers where Wombat is, where in terms of where I was,
I feel like I could muster the energy to complete a 5K. As far as going from start to finish, as far as running a 5K, no, I don't think I could run a whole 5K. But that's two different things. But I'm gonna say right now 70% sure I'm going to sign up and do it. I had my doctor's appointment this morning, my bariatric professional session.
Your OTF coach number 2.
Yeah. And he was like, I'm gonna do it, you should do it with me.
Oh, and you already got somebody to do it with.
Yeah.
I'm just a third wheel.
But I thought it would be fun if you came down and did it with me to kind of celebrate that I've been trying to get myself back into shape.
How you going to keep up with me, though?
I won't.
I'll be hauling ass down there.
Exactly. And then, it'll be great. And then you'll
be
finished and you can laugh at me.
It sounds like something that starts really early.
It might. I would get you the information. You don't have to do it. You don't have to.
No, I know.
You might be interested in things.
I honestly they do one in my town, and Ty did one of them. They do it I think maybe 2 a year.
Mm-hmm.
3 miles is far. To run it, even if I'm doing 10-minute miles, I feel like that's a lot still.
True.
3 10-minute miles
it's a lot. I know.
That's a lot.
I know you're discouraging
I'm
me.
really talking to Shipwreck about it because
okay,
yeah, because he knows what that means and stuff. What's that?
It's 3.1 miles.
Yes, that's 3 miles.
0.1. Don't forget about the 0.1.
Yeah. At that point, you're gonna die anyway.
Finish hard.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that both of you could jog a 5K.
Well, jog, yeah, but that's boring. You want to get what's a good per mile? You want 10 minutes is even faster than jogging, right? What's the pace on that shit? Mile.
10 minutes seems like a jog mile, but it's all dependent on what your
12 minutes.
What your jog is.
Here. Yeah, 7 miles an hour is only in 8.5 minutes. I have to go slower. Anyway, I'll think about it. I'm sure I could do it, but it's
I know you.
And I know you can do it too. Of course, you can do it if you're gonna walk it. You can do it.
I just thought it would be, an enjoyable way to spend a morning. I don't know. I don't know.
You're talking to the guy who goes to the 10:45 a.m. class because I don't want to go.
I know, and I'm going to this. I'm going to the 7:30 class tomorrow after we do this stupid show. I'm going to wake up at 6 a.m., drive my daughter to school, and then go to Orange Theory.
I just feel like vomiting during those time periods.
Tomorrow's a new coach day, which is also weird.
You got to break her in.
Got to break in the new coach. I know. I like Coach. Shout out to Coach Saeed, who binge listened to a handful of CAGcasts over the weekend. So nice. I got to give him a shout out. He told me when I saw him on Monday. He told me that. So
he deserves a shout out. Listener plus one.
Yep, he deserves at least one shout out. Help keeping me honest. When I went to the doctor and got my scary prognosis. When my doctor's like, if you don't do something, you're going to be dead in a year. I'm down 25 pounds.
Wow, that's a lot.
Since late July, since RetroCon, I guess.
Wow, that's almost like 2 pro bowling balls.
Yeah. So That's my. I haven't done that yet. On this show, I haven't given like a number, but I feel like I'm feeling a little bit more confident tonight.
That's a good number. I think you gave a number once before, to be honest.
Yeah,
but that's a great number to give for sure.
Yeah. So down a quarter of what I need to be. No, it's
That's great.
Yeah.
Great.
We're getting there. That's all I got.
Nice. That's good. That's all you need to have.
Yep.
Chip, you didn't have any break. Anything exciting going on over there? Any pipes that are exploding?
No pipes that are exploding.
Perfect.
Everything is where it should be. I mean, it's we're going somewhere for spring break, so I'll talk about that when that happens.
Nice. I know where you're going. It's not Atlantis. They have a Shake Shack at Atlantis, by the way, Wombat.
You sent me the picture. I saw.
Yep. I told Ty, I was like, you don't know this, but the Atlanteans discovered Shake Shack in the year 70.